Hi there, everybody. It's James. Welcome back to TGWPIS FC. It's Chelsea time because it's the Carabao Cup semi-final with Everton smack dab in the middle of it. The last time you guys were here, you saw us beat Man City 1-0. I hope you like Cup games because we got a ton of them for you. Yeah, it's just going to be the two Chelsea games. Everton in the third round of the FA Cup is nice. But do we care about this competition? We do not. Shit. Well, I'm already here, so might as well go for it. Yeah, since you guys were last here, it was a nice 2-0 win versus Leeds. A 3-1 win versus Everton with Richie DeCock coming in. We had to play a really rotated squad because, 26th and then the 28th because we had to play, 2 days later. And then 2 days after that. 3 days. Oh my God. We've actually had a break. No, we haven't had a break. We really haven't had a break. But yeah, 3-1. You could see the rotation here. And then Elkier, Filipovic, Moreau, and Toffoli getting revenge on Tottenham for that away loss 3-2 in the Premier League back in October. Coming in and saying, not in our house. But today is the away and home leg versus Chelsea, as we also have a transfer window where I've got bids going on. Nobody has signed yet. Nobody else has come in. I still like Moreau higher than Toffoli. Zakula, Lazarov, Achman, Overhoff, Aguilar, Elkier, Fuller, Moreau. That's all good. Moraz is fine. Valderrama and Crothers is fine. Andy Hill and Frucht is fine. Mark Moraz, I just need to bring our good friend Maddox Pierce onto the bench. Yeah, yellow cards are going to be a problem coming soon. But the team is Rizzo, Lazarov, Zakula, Achman, Overhoff, Pedro, Toffoli, Aguilar, Moreau, Elkier, and Filipovic, with Frucht, Moraz, Maddox Pierce, Landry, Mark, Andy Hill, Richie DeCock, Crothers, and Valderrama. Antonio Jose has a bid for £37 million from Nice, which we accepted because he kind of wanted to leave, and yeah, that's good money. It's going to help us fund some of the stuff I'm looking at doing. McCain is wanted by Newcastle. I may push him out the door. And then Rashford has a £6 million bid from Arsenal, and then two £5.75 million bids from Nice and PSG. Profit. Sign him for free. Let's simulate this match. And by simulate, I mean go into it. Lacks familiarity with the team mentality. Pedro, you played last game. How do you lack familiarity with the team's mentality? I don't really know. Giving a lot of credit. And then go out there and make the difference. Go out there and make me proud. Go out there and make the difference. And blah, 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 blah. Dusan Vlahovic is a fine player. He's scored a shit ton of goals. Wow, Chase, he's had... Oh, damn it, Banks is back. And they got Ruglithani. They have like two of the best players in the world. Meanwhile, hi, TGWPIS FC here. We have some really good players too. Now the question is, do I do the 50 million now for Moreau? Now that we found like a good position for him to play in the attacking midfield, or Aguilar ball in, tries to find Lazarov, doesn't get there, but Moreau is on it. Sends in a tantalizing cross. It's going to be if Filipovic was onside, which I doubt they're going to say. Arm up. No, it's awarded. This is a hell of a goal here. So, yep, Filipovic onside. The flick down is there, and Elkier with the finish. I mean, 3 minutes in. What did we say about Moreau? Yeah. Oh, so that was the offside that they were looking at. Oh yeah, Elkier was definitely onside the entire way. You got two of the best strikers on display here right now with Vlahovic and Elkier. Cher, Ruglithani, James just caught out of position here. How Pedro loses out, I don't know. He's 6 foot gigantor. That's all of our guys. All of our defenders are 6 foot gigantor. Like, we don't lose headers. That's why I built the back line the way I do. Aguilar. Oh, this seems familiar from someplace. I have a feeling that this is how we're going to be dealing with things. Tofali, ball in Lazarov. Man, he gets his head to everything. It's what he does. Still, right now, it's just the 2 goals. Like I said, Dusan Vlahovic is the best goal. Chris Banks, this guy is also just an out-and-out stud. He's a guy I would like to have, but, you know, can't really do that. Can't sign all the players. Your funds are kind of limited here. You know, hey, Pedro, I like the fact that you went in, but I would have liked you to defend wide there a little bit. Yeah, we have. If we don't have defend wides, defend standard position. Castillo, ball in, back post. Rizzo claims, and now we roll it out. Ooh, dangerous play here, folks, but we got away with it. We're really starting to give up some. Oh, get up, Rizzo. We need you to like. Right? Come on, get up. Boy, they are exhausted. As exhausted as we are. One thing to talk about with the Tottenham game is we went down early, and then I just turned up the intensity in the passing and the pressing, and then we just steamrolled them. So it's good to know that we have that in our back pocket, that ability to just hold and then all of a sudden just start ripping guys to shreds. Ruthlani off, Simon Van Dano on. Just another stellar midfielder. What's going on here? Wow, that was a pan. All right, Zakula, Aguilar, Moreau. Moreau, once again, very deep. Overhoff. But I think he has the trait, comes in deep to get the ball. That is an ambitious pass. Very ambitious. But Overhoff, nice defensive work here. Finds Achman, Zakula, Aguilar, Moreau, Toffoli, Filipovic. Elkier is through on goal here. He doesn't miss those. Ladies and gentlemen. Elkier. Yeah, I mean, with Moreau having that drops deep, it's like you have 3 midfielders. And then look at just the bodies going forward. Vlahovic is just standing there on his own. Dude, what are you doing? Dude, like Lazarov just like dabbing in the middle of the back after the goal. The scenes at the bridge right now. Vlahovic gets pulled. Interdasting. For sure. We need to start making some plays of our own here, which is basically wing backs. And Aguilar, box-to-box midfielder, is obviously Andy Hill. Comes in. And we continue. Oh, this is before the changes. Toffoli. Zakula. Elkier. Also very deep. Achman. Finds Overhoff. Good hold up. Cross was nice. That's a penalty? Well, let's see. Penalty awarded. For the hat trick, Mark Elkier. This is away from home, folks. Did I mention we're top of the league now? Yeah, we're top of the league. Wow. Okay. So 3-goal advantage going into the home lane. Mark Elkier just showing Vlahovic. Yeah, you're good, man, but are you Elkier good? It's good to see that the front 2 are just Rick rolling here. Overhoff, by the way, good job on winning the pen. We really appreciate it. Yeah, let's just cruise to the end here, folks. Scherer has just had a shocker of a game, as is the goalkeeper. I mean, look at this. Nentz, Scherer, Elkier. I mean, the man got a hell of a performance out there. Well done. This is what we do. It's going to make the second match real simple to play in. For sure. Yeah, excellent poses. I'll leave that analysis to the pundits, but Elkier is the best. Oh man, what is that? Buzzing. Unbelievable. Take a bow, Elkier. Yes. Elkier has had better games. That's how silly all of this is. You do well to see better than Elkier. Man of the match was Elkier for sure. What a victory. I agree. Sweet, sweet victory. All right. So we're coming back for the next game. Pelote is humbled in defeat. Elkier, great. By the way, we have pulled Javier back because we're about to lose Landry to AFCON. So transfer status is not available for loan. And you are going to be coming up to the senior squad because I need you for AFCON. By the way, Gillum, he's got a bid, right? Yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk want to keep him full-time. Or have him play full-time. Man, you are starting to... Hey, you are really starting to pull yourself up here, aren't you? And you have had development, apparently. But yeah, Dennis Sutton has finally turned his development around in training. And now is looking to start to go on the upward trend, which is very nice. And he is learning how to play wingback very well, which is good. All right. Yeah, Tim Coulter, can we get you out on loan? Over to clubs, loan. Yes. Okay, cool. Anyways, I will see you back here for Chelsea again. So we're back. It's round 2 against Chelsea. But before that, we should talk about our FA Cup win against Everton, which was very solid. Maddox Pierce and Richie DeCock getting the goals and the assists. Frock putting it a 9.2 at the center of defense. And Rizzo made a couple of good saves. I mean, how many saves do you win? 5. He made 5 saves. And parried 1 and blocked, and I guess Frock was the guy blocking shots. A dominant performance by our totally rotated squad, which has bring us to today and a fully healthy TGWPIS side to take on them. The only problem is we have this. We have Javier, who is cup tied, and Landry, who's away with Cameroon and the African Cup of Nations until February 6th. It's January 11th. So no backup left back, but Javier is here, and he is happy to be a part of the scene. So we're happy to have him. Team is the team. Zakula picked up an injury. He has the flu, so he's not going to be able to start. So it's Rizzo, Lazarov, Moraz, and Achman. Moraz, who signed a new 4-year contract with us, but for whatever reason doesn't want to ask for more than £4,500 a week. Moraz, you're a legend. You're an absolute legend. The work rate of this man is just absolutely obscene, so he deserves to start in the midfield. Pedro, Overhoff, Aguilar, Toffoli, Moreau, Elkier, and Filipovic, with Cuthers, Valderrama, DeCock, Mark, Val, Maddox, Pierce, Frocht, and Swan all on the bench. Now you're probably saying, James, we're missing a few guys. Well, Jose went to Nice, and our boy Rashford signed for Arsenal. So money came in. I haven't bought anybody yet, but we are working on some deals, especially because I need to raise a little bit more cash. Speaking of which, I should ask the board about that after this match, especially if we win and get into a final. We are up 3-0 on aggregate, and now we play here at home. Let's hope we can just do the business, see the game out. I think they played midweek as well. They drew. Esposito's playing, so they don't have their really good midfielder. Interesting. We'll have to see what their fitness levels look like. Yeah, they've got some tired guys. Overhoff, ball in here. Aguilar collects it, gets it back to Overhoff, plays a 1-2 with Aguilar, flicks it to the back post. They're going to look to clear this. And Moraz just does as Moraz does. Toffoli. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you know who likes scoring against Chelsea? Elkier likes scoring against Chelsea. It is 1-0 to TGWPIS FC in the second minute of the game. Toffoli, beautiful ball through. Elkier scores his 26th of the season now. The man, I mean, we've barely blown the whistle here. I think that was the first shot on target of the game, and we've already scored. If I'm Chelsea, I am really worried now because they've got a mountain to climb. And it's against us, and we have 4 now. So they have to beat us by 5 to go through, or at least 4 to match. Lazarov just over the top. Man gets his head to everything. Said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Man gets his head to everything. And the team looks super strong. Bro, a little lackluster so far attacking mid, but we know he's a streaky guy. Toffoli, you'll love to see that, and Elkier is just... He's rounding into form at the right time. We had that little bit of lull with him, but now he's starting to get into the goals again, and we really like that about him. Getting himself into good positions, getting himself the goals. Is he back in defense here and wing back? Yes, he is. Okay. It's going to be like, Elkier is back in wing back. Gravenberg. Vlahovic. Possibly offside? Nah, if they're showing the goal, he's onside. Time just run perfect. Let's just demand more of the guys. They know what they're doing. Let's go. Come on, boys. That's the other thing too, is I mean, look at the fitness levels. That's the other thing that's why I'm not worried. It's because when it comes to the second half, we're gonna really come at these guys. Because we can just tick up the tempo. Banks is tired, their best player. They've already replaced the other one. The Fofana's got a thing here. They don't have their best midfielder in the world in the game. Vlahovic has scored, but he's just a striker. How much can he really do? Especially against, a solid back line. Filipovic, Lazarov, they're forced to clear it. They had guys lurking at the back post. Again, ball in to Foley. Pedro's going to collect this. Why is... I'm not going to ask any questions. Ball in. We've won the corner again. I mean, Pedro being here is not really a big deal for me because he's like, once again, 6 foot everything. And another corner. Eventually, one of these is going in. Overhoff. I mean, he's onside. Ladies and gentlemen, who likes to score against Chelsea? Got 5 now in this tie. It was a brace for him. He's a machine, folks. He is literally a machine. Marco Overhoff with a wonderful floated cross in. And yeah, it is now 5-1 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. And we still have plenty to go for here. Moraz. Lazarov. Moraz. Finds Aguilar. He's got Overhoff. He's got a little bit of everybody. He's just going to cross the ball, flash against the net, trying to hope Filipovic would run on the end of it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and none of you can tell me otherwise. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Don't tell me what I need to think. I know what happened. You know what happened. You saw it. You saw it. Let's make some substitutions, right? Moreau. Good old Richie DeCock. I mean, everybody is tired. I don't blame him. Aguilar, let's just keep the midfield fresh. Just because that's where a lot of... I mean, they're playing very heavily there, so just keeping the midfield fresh is going to be the important part here. Not that it looks like it's going to do much, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten through to a cup final. I wonder who we're playing. How important is Valkyrie? It's keen, momentum boost, absolutely for sure. Xavi spotted. What does Xavi want with us? competition review. TGWPIS book a place in Wembley. Do we know who we're playing? Leeds and Liverpool. Leeds beat Liverpool 4-1 on the first leg? Interesting. By the way, can I look at... I'm going to look at Elkier here. What have you done in the last 3 games? All right, so he's 2 goals. Yeah. So he scored 5 goals over that leg. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Elkier is back. He has 28 goals for us this season. 7 in the Champions League, 15 in the Premier League, 6 in the Carabao Cup. I think he's second highest scorer in the Carabao Cup. The Premier League, he is not close yet, but he is the 4th highest scorer. Yannick Gillette still putting it up and dropping it down, even at this one, even at his age. By the way, like, we have a lot of goal scorers in the top 4. Average ratings, he's right there with Filipovic. Filipovic is tied with most assists. And Rizzo is tied with Hector Conejo for the most there. What about Champions League? He's tied for second behind Goncalo Ramos. Good to know. And obviously the Carabao Cup we've already looked at. So yes, the Elk is back. When do we come back, though? I gotta click through for the next one. By the way, Oxford in the next round of the FA Cup. Yeah. Maybe Chelsea? And then the Atlanta? And then, yeah. So we have Chelsea, Atlanta, and then Man City in the Carabao Cup final. And then Atlanta and something else here. As we're getting to the business end of the season. I think they're going to tell us I could do the back officials. Absolutely, I do. Except when I don't. When do they play? Wednesday. Oh, why don't we see? Now remember, Aguilar, I promised him when he came over, I promised him that we would win a domestic cup. So, we are very much in a position to do that right now. In the Carabao Cup final. It is a domestic cup. Contrary to some people's popular belief, it is a domestic cup. And we also won the Super Cup. Just saying. So we have silverware this year. Yeah, Chelsea, that's going to be a big game. Yeah, that's kind of an important cup. Let's see. I mean, I know that they don't care that we're in this. This isn't something that the board cared about us playing in. But a win is a win is a win. And a cup is a cup is a cup. So let's see here as it ticks on. Welcome to January, like 13 years into the future. Landry was instrumental in that. Darren Mulligan. This is the guy we picked up from Bray Wanderers and training to be an attacking mid. He is developing nicely. Also, we are training his endurance because that work rate, though, like, needs to happen. But he's 18, so definitely can do that. Roberts, I have no idea who that guy is. He doesn't look like he'll be that good. And ladies and gentlemen, can I please see what the score is? Also, Fulham, nice. It's good to play a team like that. Okay, here we go. Leeds versus Liverpool. Leeds with a 3-goal advantage. And the home leg. Do they throw it away? Survey says they do not. We will be playing Leeds, who currently sit where in the table? 5th, 6th. David Jarek, you say. Interesting. He looks like a good player. He's wanted by Watford. Watford had a takeover. When did they buy him? He played for Leipzig. Interesting. Career milestones, 18.75 million. He played in the Prem last year, did okay. He's doing better this year. He's also vice captain. This guy's their best prospect. And I do know of him. Nice. And this guy is your captain, who is injured. Very cool. So Leeds versus us in the Carabao Cup final. There you go, folks. We will be back for Chelsea, is it? Yeah, Chelsea in February. Yeah, there we go. We're on our way to Wembley. Hurrah, hurrah, hooray. Yeah, competitions, not competition. Schedule. We are going to be back for... Oh, yeah, here you go. Here we go, folks. Man City, Chelsea, then Atlanta, and then Leeds. And then Atlanta again, and then maybe Arsenal? And Corby, and depending on how much further down. Man, we're getting the business end of the season. I like that. So, until Man City, folks, I'm James, you're you. This is TGWPIS FC. It's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. We've got another cup final. It's domestic cup, but it's the Carabao Cup. We still care. Care about the Carabao Cup.